They call him the Wizard. And to baseball fans, no further introduction is required for Ozzie Smith. Almost by acclamation now, the greatest defensive shortstop in the long history of the game. 13 consecutive Gold Gloves more than attest to that. In all the years that I've been watching and broadcasting sports, any sport, I regard Ozzie as one of the most distinctive and memorable performers I've seen. And maybe because Ozzie performs with great flair, people forget the dedication, the practice, the work that's required to hone your skills and then maintain them for so long at that level. As an example, when Ozzie came into the big leagues, he wasn't much of an offensive threat. He made himself into a consistent 290 to 300 hitter, who now has more than 2,000 career hits, better than 500 lifetime stolen bases, a consistently high on-base percentage, an all-round asset to any team, to championship Cardinal teams of the 80s, in addition to all of his defensive skill. It began when he was just a youngster, a kid of 6 or 7 in love with baseball and determined to become as good as he could be. Constant practice, constant dedication to fundamentals and certain baseball principles brought Ozzie Smith to where he is today, a certain Hall of Famer. Now, there's no guarantee that you'll play in the big leagues, but whatever your level of ability, you can become better by paying attention to these fundamentals and principles as described by Ozzie Smith. And if you do, then it's just a short stop to success.
Hi, I'm Ozzie Smith. Baseball is a skill that you can learn and improve on. It's a skill that requires 2 simple ingredients, a real love for the game and the ability to have fun playing. I've worked long, hard hours to master the techniques of defensive playing. I've missed a few balls in my lifetime and scraped a few knees, and I've even taken a couple hard falls. But I picked myself up and I shook it off. I wasn't afraid to make mistakes. I was not afraid to fail. What I learned didn't happen overnight. I can show you some moves that will make the difference between being good and being the very best that you can be. I'd like to share some of those techniques with you. But remember this, every big league player made it by discipline, dedication, and hard work.
Well, let's go. Let's get on the field. Let's go.
We're going to play some ball, but first we need to warm up. Why don't you go on out to the field and I'll meet you out there. By the way, there are a few of my friends out there waiting for you. Exercise is important because it prevents injuries. It's important for you to be in the best shape that you can possibly be when they say play ball. But remember, check with your doctor before doing anything strenuous. I've always worked hard, and you don't start working hard today for tomorrow. It's something that I've worked on my whole career. I've always had to work hard because I wasn't born with a lot of size. So to keep myself in the shape that I am right now really actually started 10, 15 years ago. The stretching and strengthening of the lower back and hamstrings are vital to the overall success of a major league player. There are a number of exercises such as leg pullovers, groin stretches, and quadricep stretches that are also important to the performance of a professional athlete. The flexibility in the lower back, hamstrings, quadriceps, groin, and legs is where a player gets his power. Mackie, my personal trainer, has some secrets he'd like to share with you. Some secrets that have helped me become a better player.
Now in baseball, Ozzie, with his great throws, I have learned has tremendous command of his shoulder muscles. He does it by keeping his muscles in balance, both during the off-season and during the season. He does that with some simple exercises that you can do. Let me show you what I mean. When Ozzie throws the ball, he has to put his hand above his shoulder. Now, we don't want to do that in our exercising, and the reason is because too much hand above the shoulder causes some unnecessary strain, and it's part of the game. So why should our exercise program add or take away what he has to do in the game? Our exercise needs to support his program on the field. Therefore, when our exercises, our hand will stay below shoulder height. Let me show you what I mean. When he throws that ball, he turns that hand over. You pitchers, when you throw that fastball or the curve like this, or some of the big leaguers do that changeup, the elbow and the fingers turn down like that. That's tremendous strain on the shoulder. How can we work it with our exercise plan? Like this. Hands out. Slight bend. Why? Because you don't throw like that. You've got to bend. So bend that hand. Put your thumbs up. Now I want you to rotate forward with the thumbs up. Why? Because when we go forward, we've got that thumb up on the ball. That hand is over, so go forward, rotating them both. Come on, let's put some life into this. We're big leaguers. If you don't think that way, you'll never get there. All right, now, going forward, we want to now change. Thumbs down. Because when you decelerate the ball, the thumb is down. So now we're going to turn the thumbs down. We're going to rotate backwards. Just like this. And look, raise those shoulders. Bring in those neck muscles. Raise those shoulders. But never do it up here. Never straight. Easy does it.
Trunk rotations are excellent exercises to help loosen up your power source. Remember that the upper and lower body are two different functional parts doing different things. The upper body turns while the lower body remains stationary to give you a good foundation. Don't forget that it's important to create a balance between your abdominal muscles and your lower back muscles.
I'm waiting for that ball right here. Let's rotate, rotate. Don't change your head position. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Backwards, back, again, back to position. Now, because our muscles that help us to turn work both ways in rotation, we must do it to the opposite side, even if you don't hit that way. So put the other foot forward, reverse your position. In other words, if I was like left foot up, right foot back, I want to put the right foot up and the left foot back. Now, I want to go the opposite way. Keep the chin here and rotate this way. And back, and back, and back, and keep turning. And what you're going to find is, as you go further, you're going to get greater rotation, but yet your chin is not going to change position. Good. Excellent. All right, now, guys, get in your center of gravity position of fielding. If Ozzie were going to be at his shortstop position, give me that position right there. All right, now, get in that position. I want you to center yourself by tightening your buttocks muscle and tightening your stomach. All right, so I'm in a power position, like that. I want your hands on your sides. Here we go. Stretch to the left, back up, stretch back, back to the center, to the right, back up. Let me show you something. We're going to lie down on the ground, because watch when I run. My leg goes up and down, and my other leg goes up and down. In other words, I'm raising and stepping, raising and stepping. All right? So let's lie down on the ground. Everyone lie this way. I'm going to lie down. I'm going to keep my back flat. I'm going to put a slight bend in my left leg. All right? Now push your back down, and I'm going to bring the right leg in and stretch. And back down. Now I'm going to bring the left leg in and stretch. And back down. And do it again. This is not running. Bring the right leg in and stretch it. Take the pressure off your back. And down. And the left leg in. And back down. All right, guys, let me show you one we're going to do that we make the major leaguers do to strengthen their back muscles and their buttocks muscles, which is their source of power at the plate or pitching. All right, I'm going to put my legs up. I'm going to put my hands on my stomach, and we're going to do something called building or raising the bridge. I want you to bridge up and hold, squeezing the buttocks and the stomach, and back down, and raise the bridge again, and back down, and one more time. Raise up and down. Great, there you have it. Now you're doing exactly what the big leaguers are doing. Guys, let me tell you, I've enjoyed myself here. I've got to run off. I've got to get to the ballpark. I've got some major leaguers waiting for me. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I'm going to see you in the big leagues.
All right. Mackey's got to run. Thank you, Mackey.
Thank you, Ozzie.
All right.
I'll see you.
Guys, let's take some laps, okay? See you, Mackey.
All right, guys. Have fun.
Here we go. Remember that exercising can get boring, but is very important for the longevity of a player. All right, today we're going to talk about the basics. The basics that apply whether or not you play the infield or the outfield. Remember that shortstop is a very important position. It's very demanding. Shortstop position is looked upon as being the leader position on the field. There's so many things that are going on. There's so many things that you have to know. You have to know bunt plays. You have to know where the ball should go at all times. And you have to learn that position to the best of your ability if you're going to help your team win. Okay, we're going to talk about a good fielding stance. And when we talk about fielding, one of the most important things is learning to relax. Learning to relax your arms so that your body almost becomes part of the ball, allowing the ball to get to you in a relaxed position. What I always try and do is try and make sure that I get my feet in a good position, and that's usually a little bit more than shoulder length apart. And you try and keep your head between the balls of your 2 feet. And what that allows you to do is move laterally both left or right. You don't want to feel flat-footed. You want to get on your toes and always in this motion. And then what that does is enable you to throw to any base that you're going to. If the double play is in order, you're able to just pivot here on your feet, your hips go in that direction, and it's easy to throw. Everything gets out of the way. If you're going to first base and you feel the ball here, the hips open up, it's an easy throw to first base. Okay, let me demonstrate here again. In front of it, always in front. One more, coach. Always in front. Jason, let me see your stance. Okay, now you see what he did there is he went back here. He did not feel the ball up here. His position on that ball right there should have been right here, which enables him to feel the ball here. Instead, he tried to catch it back here, which now the ball sank and went underneath his glove. Let's try it again, Jason. Out in front. Catch the ball in front. Okay, as you notice there, Jason's backing up on the ball. Let me show you. Watch me here, Jason. You're always coming in on the ball. Always in on the ball, not backing up. Here you go, coach. Always attacking the ball. Try it again. Attack the ball. There. One more. Attack the ball. Okay, didn't stay down. You've got to stay down. Try it again. Always finish on a good one. Okay, you got a little work to do, Jason. I see that back foot. Brett, see that back foot backing out of there. You got to get that foot forward. Got to keep that foot going forward. Okay, if you notice here now, his head is between the balls of his 2 feet. His hands are in a good, relaxed position. His feet are shoulder length apart. So he's ready now to catch the ball with 2 hands on the instep of his left foot here, which will enable him to throw to any base. Okay, coach, hit a couple here. Here we go. Oh, good play. Wow. Boy, remember now, you're always using 2 hands at all time. And if you notice here, Brett's using 2 hands. That's very important, and it will enable him to throw to any base at any time.
But Ozzie, you don't always use two hands.
Good point, Brett. I don't always use two hands because AstroTurf has changed the game so much. The game is so much faster, and anytime I have to move laterally, I use one hand, and that's only when the ball is hit real hard left or right. Now, one of the things that is very important as far as shortstop is concerned is that most guys or most kids think that it's important to have a strong arm. Well, I was never born with a strong arm. I was never a big guy, so it's important for me to be quick and accurate. And I think that for young people, when we talk about playing shortstop, it's developing the ability to catch the ball first and then be very quick and accurate with your throws. Okay, now we're going to talk about double plays. Anytime that you can get two for the price of one, that's a great deal. The double play is probably one of the most overlooked and underrated parts of what we do playing baseball. I've always taken a lot of pride in being able to turn that double play efficiently because the pitcher's out there working hard, and as his teammate, if he works hard out there on that mound to get that ground ball, then it's up to us as his teammates to turn that double play when you have the opportunity to do it. I know we're not going to be perfect, but you want to turn it more often than not. You want to always come into second base here under control. You want to get here in plenty of time so that you're not running and getting to the bag at the same time the ball does. You want to get here, you want to get your foot as close to the bag as possible, straddle the bag, and as the ball comes, you want to take a step here with your left foot, grab the ball, drag this foot across, and throw to first base. Okay? Let's go through that again. Here are the basics. You want to get to second base early. You don't want to get to second base late. You want to get there as early as you can. You want to straddle the bag so that you take the throw, take a step with your left foot, and you drag your foot across the bag and you throw to first base. All right, let's everybody take a turn. Straddle the bag, step, and throw. Drag, kick, and throw. All right. Right again, here we go. Catch, kick, and throw. Good. Remember now, when you come in here, you want to come in here under control. A lot of you guys are coming in standing straight up. You've got to get down in here so that you can see the ball. Make sure that you get your hands up in a position where you can reach the ball. You anticipate a bad throw. If the throw comes over here from this position, you can get here. If the throw comes here, you can get here. Never come here with your hands down here like this, because if the guy handcuffs you, you could get hit in the face very easily. So you want to protect yourself at all times. So you bend at the knees and you get down here so that you can read the flight of the ball. Okay, you get here and you straddle the bag. You catch the ball, you take a step, you drag your foot, and you throw. Again, you get here early and you straddle the bag. In this position, you take a step, you drag your foot across, and you throw. You want to bend slightly at your knees and make sure that you can move laterally both left and right. Okay, Brett, let's try that. Straddle the bag. Notice he straddled the bag there. Slightly bent at the knees. His hands are in a position where he can reach the ball. If the throw is over there, he can go there. And if the throw is over here, he can come there. His feet doing the same thing with two different throws. One more time, Brett. Good job. We try and emphasize catching with two hands, knowing that it's not always possible. But you try and do it as consistently as you possibly can. Okay, there are going to be throws that are out of your reach, that the only way that you're going to be able to get to them is to use one hand, but you only do it in that instance. Okay guys, remember now, we talked about having a good fielding stance and learning to field the ball on the instep of your left foot. Now we're talking about throwing the ball to second base. Now if you field the ball on the instep of your left foot, it makes it very easy for you to pivot here on the balls of your feet and throw the ball to second base. You want to feel the ball, and notice when I feel the ball, I'm not coming up. You feel the ball down here, you throw from down here. Okay, demonstration. I feel the ball here on the instep of my left foot, I catch it, and I throw from down here. Pivot on the balls of your feet. Catch it, throw. Field it, pivot, and throw. Okay, now it's very important when we talk about turning the double play to make sure that you give the guy, your second baseman, a good feed. If you're going to be a part of a team, it's important for you to be able to help that pitcher when he's out there working hard on the heel to get that ground ball. You've got to develop the ability to turn that double play efficiently when you have the opportunity. I know we're not going to be perfect, but you want to turn it more often than not. Okay? We're going to work on our pop-ups. Remember here, guys, we're talking about the basics again. The basics apply whether you're playing the infield or the outfield. We use two hands at all times, and we want to make sure that when the ball goes in the air, playing on the infield, you have to show some leadership abilities. That's why you're playing shortstop. Okay? You make sure that you yell loud so that that guy next to you can hear you, and you take charge and take that ball. You can't be afraid to be aggressive and take charge. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate here 3 or 4, and then we'll let you guys do it, okay? Okay, remember, you've got to catch the ball above your head. Always get yourself in good position to be able to throw in case that guy takes off on you, okay? Above your head, watching the ball all the way into your glove and using
2 hands
at
all times.
Right. One more here. Okay. Who's first? Let's go, John. 2 hands now. Let's go. Get underneath.
I got it.
All right. Push the ball over your head, Frankie. All right. I got it. I got it. All right. You got it. Got it. All right.
I got it.
All right. Remember, guys, we use
2 hands
at
all times.
what do we use at all times?
2 hands.
All right. All right, today, guys, we're going to talk about the rundown, which is a very important part of the game also. It's a game of execution, and this part of it is very important because if you pick the guy off, you want to make sure that you record an out. Okay, now when you get in a rundown, if a guy is picked off, for instance, and a guy comes in here, you want to catch the ball here, and whoever takes the ball, be it the second baseman or shortstop, the object of it is to get this guy running out of control. And once you get him running out of control, it makes it very easy to record an out at the other end there. And remember that it's like throwing darts when you're running with the ball here. You don't want to use your whole arm to throw with. You're just using this part of your arm, just like throwing darts. And the receiver has to be on the same side as the ball. You don't ever want to throw across the path of the runner. Okay, so if I'm running like this, the guy receiving should be on the outside, so it makes it very easy for me to make a throw to him. If the second baseman picks the guy off of second base here, remember that the shortstop has to come around and follow right in line. And when this guy's picked off here, the catcher has to come up from home plate and cover third base. Okay? All right, now we got to make sure that we record an out, right?
Right.
All right, let's try one. Okay, now remember, I'm coming in here, I'm going to catch the ball, and I'm going to get this guy running out of control. Now, we'll stop right there. Now, do you see what the third baseman did? He went in the wrong direction because he forced me to throw the ball across the runner. I said that if I'm out here, you're out here. On this side at all times, makes it very easy for me to make that throw to him. Okay, let's try that again. Remember, the object of it is to get this guy running out of control. Boom. All right, and remember, it's very important that you, once you make the throw, get out of the line of fire so you do not create interference, which will award that guy the base. All right, all right. Way to go, way to go. I tell you, Derek, you guys are learning. Baseball is a game of execution. It's important for us to make sure that we make good throws at all times. Now, what we're going to talk about is cutoff and relays. And the important thing about a cutoff and a relay is probably the first throw. The first throw really kind of sets the tone for whether or not you complete the play. And our goal in this is to get the guy out going home. Now, if the ball is hit in the outfield to the left fielder, it's important for him to get the ball and make sure that he gives the cutoff man a real good feed. Either you throw it one hop to him or you throw it all the way in the air. You don't want to short hop him on this play here. Make sure that you give him a good firm throw. And in turn, the guy receiving the throw, you turn your body slightly so that it is in this manner going toward the base in which you're going to throw, so that everything is going in one motion. Okay, you don't want to catch the ball here and turn this way. I don't want to see anybody catching the ball here and turning this way. I want you to catch the ball on this side and turn this way, always to your left to throw. Okay, throwing home. All right, we're going to try it. Nathan, why don't you go to the outfield there, and the rest of you guys line up over here. Watch here. I'm going to make sure that I get myself in good position to receive the ball. He has to give me a good throw out there. Okay? Now watch how it's executed. Here we go. Okay. Get your hands up. I want you to get your hands up in the air so that when that guy catches the ball out there, there's no doubt as to where he's throwing. Okay, wave your hand so that he can see you and give you that good throw. Okay? Let's try one, OJ. Make sure you get in line with the guy out there in the outfield so that he can see you. Okay, first of all, he's not getting his body in position, as I said, right? I don't want to see you trying to catch the ball like this. Get over here so you can catch the ball here and throw. I don't want to see anybody reaching like this. Get your body, get on the side of the ball. Make sure that you're over here. Get the ball down a little bit, okay? Try it again, coach. Wave your hand so he can see you. Okay, turn the wrong way again. When you turn this way. You don't turn this way, you turn this way. That way you're always going toward the base in which you're going to throw. Try it again. Good relay right there. All right. Get in line. Make a good throw. Here again, guys, we got to remember, what do we want to do? What do we do at all times?
2 hands!
All right, 2 hands at all times. Try it again. Get in line. Good relay right there. Now, okay, we got a lefty here, okay? So now, we do just the opposite. You want to make sure that you catch the ball on which side?
This way.
Right. Which way are you going to turn?
This way.
There we go. All right. John's got it. Oh, a little high. Okay, now, that's not your fault. That's Nathan's fault. He's got to make sure that he gives you a good throw. You're a little short guy. He's got to get that ball down. Right? All right. Here we go. Get in line. All right, good relay, good relay. Here we go. Line up properly. Get set. Good relay. All right. Here we go. All right, get in line. Good throw, Nathan. All right, come on in, Nathan. Okay, guys, we've talked about a lot of the basics in playing baseball. We've talked about rundowns, we've talked about relays, we've talked about fielding ground balls. But all of that doesn't mean a thing unless you have good work habits. You've got to develop good work habits, and that comes from within you. To make it to the major leagues, you got to have dedication, you got to have perseverance. It's like riding a bike. You know, there are going to be bad days. You know, when you fall off your bike, you got to get back up and get back on. You can't be afraid to make a mistake. Some of the things that we talked about are very simple, basic things that I think will help you become Major League Baseball players. Remember that balance and relaxation are the key to becoming a good fielder. It's important to keep your head between the balls of your 2 feet at all times. This will enable you to catch the ball on the instep of your left foot, always in this motion using 2 hands. This will increase the plane on which you can catch it. Remember, it's very important as a fielder, or to become a good fielder, you must develop strong hands, strong wrists, and strong forearms. Hand and eye coordination are very important in the development of your skills as a fielder. 2 of my favorite drills. One was wall ball, where I'd throw the ball against the wall constantly for hours, developing my forehand and my backhand. The other, I'd lay on the floor, throw the ball in the air and close my eyes and actually get the feel of the ball hitting the glove without seeing it. Something like this. My goal in the development of this video is to help you develop sound fundamental baseball skills that will make you the very best that you can be. There are things such as diving that are very risky techniques. There are techniques that I have worked on for years, so please use caution when trying to perform these skills. My philosophy is very simple. Dedication, desire, and determination will not only make you a better player, but a better person. Last but certainly not least, getting a good education and staying off of drugs will enhance your chances of becoming a major leaguer. Remember, you're only a shortstop to success. You guys think you're ready to play a game?
Yeah!
All right, let's go.
1, 2, 3, oh, 6!
takes ball one. 1-0. The Wizard waiting at the plate, hitting right-handed. Ojeda comes back, and there's a fly ball down the right field line. Racing over to get it is Benzinger. It dropped for a base hit, and it's going to be an extra base hit. And it is the 2,000th hit in Ozzie's brilliant career as he steams into third. An ovation. Ozzie kneels down on third base, saying a silent prayer of gratitude and thanks, takes off his helmet, bows to the crowd. All of his teammates come out of the dugout and bow to him. Ozzie holding his helmet high, now turning and waving to the crowd. The crowd cheering, Ozzie, Ozzie, Ozzie. What a wonderful moment for a wonderful guy.